Today topic is earth magnetism, right? This we are considering as earth. Okay, earth is in spherical shape, and this is the geographical north, and this is the geographical south. The line joining the geographical north and south is called as geographical axis. This is the geographical axis, right? And if earth behaves like a magnet, right, then just like it will be like this there. If the earth magnet is at certain angle like this, right, the south pole of the earth magnet is towards the geographical north, and the north pole of the earth magnet is towards the geographical south. This is the line passing through the north and south poles of the magnet, right? This is the line passing through the north and south poles of the magnet. This is called as magnetic axis. This is called as the magnetic axis. Actually, the magnetic axis exactly not coincide with the geographical axis, but little bit inclined with a certain angle, that is nearly 11 degree, around 11 degree it will be there, right? Earth behaves like a magnet, right? Its south and north poles are exist, right? South pole is towards the geographical north and north pole is towards the geographical south. If we want to draw the field lines due to earth magnet, the field lines we know that they will start at the north and ends at the south in the outside, right now, students? And inside the magnet, if we will see, they will go from south to north, outside from north to south, and inside from south to north. Magnetic field lines are the closed curves, right? And now let us see what is geographical axis. Okay, the line joining geographical north and south is called as geographical axis. Geographical axis. The line joining magnetic north and south poles of earth magnet, north and south poles, magnetic poles. This is called as a magnetic axis. Is called as magnetic axis. Now, if we suspend any magnet, okay, if we suspend any magnet on the earth surface like this, we know that, for example, this is a magnet. If you suspend one magnet from the rigid support by using a string, the north pole of the magnet is aligned in the direction of the geographical north, and south pole will show geographical south. That means we say that whenever a bar magnet is suspended freely, it will be after rotation also. For example, if you make it to rotate like this, then after some time it will come to rest in a line, that in such a way that the north pole of the bar magnet shows the geographical north and south pole of the bar magnet shows the geographical south. Okay, why? Because actually this we are suspending, and below that on the surface of earth we are suspending, that earth also behaves like a magnet, and earth south pole will be this side, and earth south pole will be towards geography. What? One magnet we are, right. This is a bar magnet. We are suspending the bar magnet from rigid support. One minute, I will change the network. Now listen, right? Here one bar magnet we are suspending from rigid support. Bar magnet we are suspending from rigid support, and it is made to rotate like this, right? The red lines are there, like that we can rotate. After that it will oscillate for some time, finally comes to rest in a certain line, that in such a way that the north pole of the bar magnet points the geographical north and south points the geographical south. That means this suspended magnet can show the geographical north and south. Why it can show like that? Because actually we are suspending the magnet below the above the earth, then earth also behaves like a magnet. The earth south pole is towards the geographical north, and earth north pole is towards the geographical south. This south will attract the north, and north will attract the south. That's why that will be interlock, and it will align in a direction, that is the geographical north and south. Okay. And actually if we see that it will not exactly align in the direction of the geographical north and south. Why? Because actually the magnet is not, earth magnet is not along the geographical north and south. Little difference will be there, okay, but that we neglected. What little difference is there? Okay, actually this is the earth magnet. You see here, this is earth magnet, and here this is the south pole and this is the north pole. If you suspend any magnet above the earth, right, this is the geographical north and this is the geographical south. I am suspending some magnet at here. The north pole of the magnet, is interlocked with the earth magnet. South pole of the earth magnet attracts the north of the bar magnet that we are suspending. North attracts the south, that's why it will show like this, and the north will show like this and the south will show this side. Actually this is not exactly geographical north, but the geographical north will be like this there, right? This is the geographical north and this is the geographical south. That means the suspended magnet will align in the direction of the earth magnet. Okay, the earth magnet is not exactly along the geographical north. There is a little angle is there, right? Little angle is there between the uh, actual geographical north and north pole shown by the bar magnet. That means the bar magnet exactly will not show the geographical north. Okay, geographical north exactly it will not show. Little angle is there, right? Because there is a little angle between the earth magnet and the geographical axis. That's why the suspended magnet will align in the direction of earth magnet. That's why there is certain angle between the geographical axis and the magnetic axis. Let us go for the important topics, that is elements of earth magnetism. Very important. Elements of earth magnetism. In this chapter the most important topic is this one. Very up to infinite important. That much important topic. Sure, 100% you will get question from this, right? There are these are useful to explain the Earth magnetic field. These are three types. Okay, elements of Earth magnetic field are the three types. The first one is the angle of magnetic declination. Magnetic declination. Second one is the angle of dip or inclination. Third one is the horizontal component of Earth magnetic field. Horizontal component of Earth magnetic field. These are the three elements of Earth magnetic field. Okay, let us learn about each and every one. Very, very important topic. Listen very carefully. Okay, the first one is that magnetic declination. What is magnetic declination? Right? You see here, for example, this is a Earth. Okay, this is a geographical axis. Right? Geographical axis. This is geographical north and geographical south. If you suspend any magnet above the earth, it will not show exactly geographical north, it will show little bend. Like this, it will show. This is the north pole of suspended magnet, not earth magnet, suspended magnet. In our hand, it is there that we are suspending. Or the compass pointer, if you kept above the earth surface, right? Then at that moment, the north of the compass pointer will show the geographical north and south will shows the geographical south, but north of compass exactly not aligned with the geographical north. Little bending is there, little bending. This is the geographical north, but actual north shows this side. The compass pointer will show some other direction. Little change, little angle, 0 point something it will be there. Then we neglected that. Then after neglecting, we take that the compass pointer shows only direct geographical north. Like that we will say. The north pole of the compass pointer shows the geographical north. We will take south will shows the geographical south will it will shows. Like that we can take after neglecting the angle. Actually, if we go for the actual point, okay, it will not show exactly geographical north direction. Little inclination will be there, that is neglected, right? And here, this is the actual magnetic compass north it is showing, right? And but geographical north is this one. There is a little angle is there. That angle is said to be magnetic declination. That is angle said to be magnetic declination. Okay, right? This is the angle between the actual, okay, north, geographical north shown by the compass pointer, right? Angle between the compass pointer is showing some direction, right? And that and geographical axis, right? And that angle is said to be magnetic declination. Now this we can define in another format also, right? For example, if you cut the earth magnet along the geographical axis, you will get some plane. For example, this is earth magnet. If you cut the earth magnet along the geographical axis, you will get some plane, right? You will get some plane like this. This plane is said to be geographical meridian. Geographical meridian. Now this is, for example, earth suspend. If you suspend the earth magnet, then it will show like this. Then this is said to be magnetic axis, and if you cut along the magnetic axis, you will get some plane. That plane is the magnetic meridian. There is some angle between the magnetic meridian and geographical meridian, right? Geographical meridian means the plane which contains the geographical axis is said to be geographical plane, and the plane which contains the magnetic axis is called as the magnetic meridian. Okay, the plane which contains the plane which contains geographical axis is called as geographical meridian. Okay, and the plane which contains the magnetic axis is called as the magnetic meridian, and the magnetic declination is the angle between geographical meridian and magnetic meridian. Angle between the geographical meridian and magnetic meridian is called as magnetic declination. This is the magnetic declination. Angle between the geographical meridian and magnetic meridian is called as the magnetic declination. This is the first definition, very important. Okay, let us take this one. We will draw one diagram for this. For example, this is the we take this as magnetic axis. Okay, and this is said to be magnetic meridian. This plane is said to be magnetic meridian, and one more plane I am taking. This is the geographical axis, and this plane is said to be this plane. Okay, inner plane, right? That is appearing like this. This is the plane, and just you can open the book like this, right? You can open the book like this. When you will open the book like this, you are getting two planes. That angle between the two planes is said to be geographical, magnetic declination. This is the magnetic declination. This is the magnetic declination. This angle is said to be magnetic declination. Okay, or otherwise we can also say that, right, the angle between the north, okay, north of the compass pointer will show some direction. Okay, angle between the direction shown by the north to the actual geographical north, right? That angle is said to be what? Magnetic declination. Okay, because if you suspend any magnet, okay, or we can also define like this: angle between direction shown by the north of compass and actual geographical north is called as magnetic declination. This is also we can define like this, the magnetic declination. Just you see here, the earth magnet is showing some direction. Is the north of the earth magnet shows some direction, and actual geographical north is like this. There is a little angle is there, 0 degree 41 minutes, 0 degree only there, right? Nearly 0 degree 41 minutes, like that it will be there. Very less angle is there, but in the diagram it is shown more angle, but actually it will be not more angle. This is said to be declination. Next, second term, you should know the definitions, right? Second term is the angle of dip. What is angle of dip or inclination? Angle of dip or inclination. Angle of dip or inclination. Completed. Next definition is the angle of dip or inclination. What is this? Okay, it was very simple. For example, the net earth magnetic field at a particular point. This is earth, magnetic south pole, magnetic north pole. Lines will start at the north and ends at the south. Like this, earth field lines will be there. If we want to know the direction of the earth magnetic field at a particular point like this there, at a particular point like this there, at a different points on the earth, the magnetic field is in different directions. Okay, at different points the earth magnetic field is in different directions. Okay, and now at a particular point, okay, if we take at one point, if we take right, for example, this is the horizontal, this is horizontal, right? At a particular point, the net earth magnetic field makes some angle with the horizontal. That angle is called as angle of dip. Okay, this is considered as net earth magnetic field. This net earth magnetic field is making some angle with the horizontal. For example, this is horizontal, right? You see, this is the horizontal. Net earth magnetic field is making some angle with the horizontal. That angle is said to be angle of dip. Okay, this is angle of dip. Very simple definition it is, right? The net earth magnetic field makes some angle with the horizontal. That angle is said to be angle of dip. For example, at a particular point, net earth magnetic field is like this there. Okay, and but horizontal is this one. Now this angle between the net earth magnetic field, angle between the net earth magnetic field and horizontal is called as angle of dip or inclination. Okay, this is the net earth magnetic field and this is the horizontal. Angle between them is said to be angle of dip or inclination. If at net earth magnetic field is above the horizontal, that is said to be inclination, and if the net earth magnetic field is below the horizontal, that is said to be declination. Declination, either inclination or declination we take. Okay, if net earth magnetic field is if net earth magnetic field, right, this is horizontal. If net earth magnetic field is above the horizontal, that is said to be inclination. It is said to be inclination, angle between the net earth magnetic field and horizontal. For example, this is horizontal but the net earth magnetic field is like this there, right? And now net earth magnetic field is below the horizontal, then it is said to be angle of dip. Okay, dip means below it will be there and inclination means above will be there. Angle of inclination means, right, in the both the cases, that is angle of dip or inclination, definition is angle between angle made by the net earth magnetic field, angle made by the net earth magnetic field with the horizontal, angle made by the net earth magnetic field with the horizontal is called as angle of dip or inclination, we can call angle of dip or inclination. Okay, right. Now have you understood this one? How to know this one? For example, you have a compass. Okay, if you make the compass vertically, you can make the plane of the compass vertically like this. not horizontal. Don't keep on the table, make it vertical like this on the table. This is the table, right? On that you can make it vertical, not horizontal. When you make it vertical, right, the compass pointer is able to rotate in the vertical direction, right, in vertical plane. Vertical plane means, for example, wall clock we will hang for the vertical plane, right? Then the wall clock we will hang for the vertical plane. And writing board, right, in the classroom is in the vertical plane, right? Like that, if you place the compass vertically in the vertical plane, the compass is able to rotate in the vertical like this, then it will show some direction. Then the compass pointer will align in the direction of the net earth magnetic field, right? If the net earth magnetic field is like this, there compass pointer will be aligned along the direction. And this is the horizontal, right? Horizontal, right? There is some angle between them, that is called as the angle of dip. It was very simple, right? Let us go for the next topic, that is horizontal component of earth magnetic field. What is horizontal component of earth magnetic field? Horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Okay, this is denoted with BH. It was very simple. For example, it is the component of earth magnetic field. Component of earth magnetic field along the horizontal is called as the horizontal component of earth magnetic field. This is the third point, right? Component of earth magnetic field along the horizontal. Component of earth magnetic field along the horizontal is called as horizontal component. That is called as the horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Okay, just let us go for it. This is the net magnetic field. Okay, this is the direction of the net magnetic field. It is making some angle with the horizontal, that is, this is horizontal, right? That angle is called as angle of dip. Let us resolve the components B net magnetic field into two components. This is horizontal component BH and this is the vertical component BB. Okay, B is the net earth magnetic field. Okay, B is the net earth magnetic field. Net earth magnetic field. And delta is the angle of dip or inclination, right? And we resolved the B into two components, net earth magnetic field into two components. Now horizontal component of earth magnetic field from the figure. What is the horizontal component of earth magnetic field? This is just B cos delta and this is B sin delta. You know very well, resolving the net earth magnetic field into components. Now first horizontal component of earth magnetic field. What is horizontal component of earth magnetic field from the figure? Horizontal component means along the axis, along the x-axis. Horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Yes, what is that from the figure? It is a BH. Its formula is B cos delta. Next, vertical component of earth magnetic field. Vertical component of earth magnetic field. What is vertical component of earth magnetic field? That is BV. Okay, BV. We write as B sin delta. This is equation 1. and this is equation 2, right? Let us divide the equation 2 with 1. If we divide the 2 with 1, equation 2 by 1 we can do, right? If we do it, we will get BV by BH. BV means vertical component of magnetic field, BH means horizontal component of magnetic field. That we will get as B sin delta by B cos delta. BB gets cancelled. Finally, we will get the tan delta is equal to sin delta by cos delta is tan delta. That is BV by BH. Very important formula that you should remember. Equation 1, 2, 3, all formulas are very important. Now, next one is the, let us do one more thing. Equation 1 square plus equation 2 square we have to do. What is equation 1? Right? BH is equal to B cos delta. BV is equal to B sin delta. Right? Then we do like that. If we do like that, BH square plus BV square is equal to, BH is what? B cos delta whole square plus BV is B sin delta whole square. Now, if we simplify it, BH square plus BV square is equal to B square cos square delta plus B square sin square delta we will get, right? Now we can common the B square on the right side, then BH square plus BV square is equal to B square into cos square plus sin square delta, that is 1 you will get, because sin square delta plus cos square delta is 1. We know very well, because you know sin square delta plus cos square delta is 1, you know. Then you will get final formula as B is equal net earth magnetic field is equal under root BH square plus BV square. BH is the vertical component of the earth magnetic field, and BV is the vertical component of earth magnetic field. BH is the horizontal component of earth magnetic field. B is the net earth magnetic field. That means if you know net horizontal and vertical, you can find out the net. If you know net and horizontal, you can find out the vertical. If you know net earth magnetic field and vertical, you can find out the horizontal. Okay, thank you to all, and we will close today lecture. Battery running low.